Everything you said was perfect. I agree with everything.
50 Randy Quaid.
Did you just write Thunder Cunt on this?
50 Randy Quaid.
We saw a
movie.
dick, man.
50 Randy Quaid.
One dick, way up.
We watch movies so you don't have to.
Welcome to 50 Randy Quaids. I am your host, Chuck Banner, and with me, my co-host as always,
Russell Bush.
and Jay Biggs can't be with us tonight. We are live from the House of the Ripping Sun in Chicago, Illinois, and we've got some guests tonight in this jam-packed show.
Johnny Spade.
Lunchbox. JT Money.
Shits Carlton, aka Mother Butler, aka Slutty Dolphin Trainer, aka Susu Studio, aka Dad Italian Aldo. What's up, son?
I don't know if I'm gonna remember all that.
I'm just gonna remember Susu Studio.
I'm just gonna call him Dolphin Suit.
Dolphin Suit.
It's all written down. It's the only notes I took.
We watch Spy. And if you have any questions or comments, you can contact us on our Facebook page, tweet us, or email us at 50randyquaids@gmail.com. So here's some basic knowledge from this movie, all from the good folks at IMDb. The tagline of this movie, one of the guys, one of the spies. Terrible tagline.
Fucking awful.
I like that tagline.
It rhymes.
It's catchy and it rhymes.
It made me hate this movie going into it, but we'll get to that later. This is an action, comedy, crime movie, and in its opening weekend in the United States, it made $29 million. Now that's a sharp, that's nowhere near its budget of 65, but as of September 13th, it's made $110.6 million in the United States. So this movie has made some money. And quite frankly, I fucking lost.
It was that fucking good.
But the writer and director of this movie, Paul something,
Walker.
Paul Feig.
Figaro.
Figaro.
What a bunch of feeds.
And the stars and main actors of this movie, Jude Law plays Bradley Fine.
I've seen him in something else.
Judas Law, you are crime.
You've seen him in probably a lot of things.
And on no, there's a face off missing.
We will get to that because, my God, that was great. But Melissa McCarthy plays Susan Cooper. Jason Statham, best character of this movie. Rick Ford. Zach Woods, a.k.a. Gabe from The Office, plays Man in a Purple Tie.
Oh boy,
and
was it
50
purple.
Cent is 50 Cent.
No.
Fucker.
You can view Spy at Redbox, Family Video, Amazon, Vudu, or you can buy it.
What is voodoo?
I'm
new to like Hulu?
Tell me what voodoo is.
We watched one on Voodoo. one
We
time. You gotta
watched.
You gotta take chicken bones and you put them on the floor.
We watched.
all
What was
goes
it?
blood.
Run Roddy Run through Voodoo.
Yeah, I think.
Oh
I think
yeah,
that's
because it
what we
was.
found out.
Yeah, I remember it because the
You get the
description was
widescreen
all
and
fucked
You gotta
up.
watch it on a mirror. Like you put the chicken bone down, and then you look at the
Takes
mirror.
43 days.
All I know is that we were at Jay Biggs' house and he contacted the Voodoo through the
Voodoo
TV.
Mama Juju.
I like that one of the ways you can watch this, believe it or not, one of the ways you can watch this film is by purchasing this film.
Or
And then you can watch
buy
it.
it. You
Hey, that's
buy
something you
it.
could do.
I mean, I guess for all that, like you could find out someone who had watched it, and then go and like peek through their window over their shoulder as they're watching it too. That's
You could probably do that. I'm sure you could go to the library at some point and get it. Get on some sort of waiting
is
list.
pirating it an option or no?
You could probably do that. We don't condone that, but
You
know,
can definitely do that.
you could do. Now we've got Johnny Spade with the brief description of this movie.
Well, in this movie that may or or may not have been based on a true story. Melissa McCarthy's character is a CIA handler for Jude Law's character, who is the field agent. On assignment, Jude Law, his character, ends up getting killed, and Melissa McCarthy takes assignment to go in the field pretty much to avenge his death, and she goes out to track down the sale of a nuclear device. Jason Statham's character was a CIA agent as well who quits, but ends up following around Melissa McCarthy. She's led to a Bulgarian babe who she ends up blowing her cover, but covers her tracks and says she's a bodyguard that was sent by her father. We get further down the line. Turns out Jude Law wasn't dead. He played a double agent, but then rebounded again. We tracked down the device.
He's a triple agent.
But does he go back to a single agent, or is he now a triple agent?
Triple agent.
He leveled up. He didn't level back down. He did a single agent.
I've always wondered
The
that.
more turns you make, the larger an agent. you
Okay,
are.
so each so okay, so
It's like a degree of black belt. Once
Okay.
you're black, you're just
Or-
second.
So then they end up finding out that dude from Boardwalk Empire was the buyer. We end up foiling the sale, get a nice little helicopter chase, get sniped from another fucking helicopter, and then falls down into the ocean, and the day is saved. After Jason Statham ends up banging Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, you looked it and you know it.
The end.
Go, bro.
Where'd you get that condom? I made it in it.
Jason Statham, best character in this movie, hands down. The best things were said. I believe your entire name is things that Jason Statham said.
True.
Hold on. I thought Mark Ruffalo was really good in this movie too.
That was Jason Statham the whole time.
Oh shit!
Jason Statham in Ruffalo face.
Hold on. What if Jason Statham is always Mark Ruffalo?
He found the face-off machine. Change between those two
I mean,
personas.
I've never seen Jason Statham or Mark Ruffalo in the same room.
True.
Neither have I.
I've never seen either of them in any room.
Illuminati.
This movie is so much better than I thought it was going to be. I had extremely low expectations coming into this.
Yup.
How'd you guys feel about it coming into it?
I had not even heard of this movie until today, and so when I looked it up on IMDb, where we got all of our information from earlier in the show, in case you didn't catch the IMDb plug, and I thought it was probably going to suck because I don't care about spy movies at all. I've never seen a James Bond movie, and Dolphin Suit over here, I don't think has either seen a spy
That's
movie.
true.
Hey, that slutty dolphin suit to you.
Yeah. Miss Slutty Dolphin Suit.
Thank you. That's true. We've known
Or
each
James
other.
Bond, yeah.
We've known each other for 15 years, right? And I'd seen the trailer for this movie and I was like, alright, every Melissa McCarthy movie that ever comes out looks fucking awful. And I've seen every one of them, and they all end up being pretty fucking decent.
fucking good, yeah.
And so, just fucking true to form, I was like, that movie's gonna blow hard dick. Never gonna watch it. And then I find out like 3 hours ago, oh, we're watching this tonight, and then I gotta do some shit with it. I'm like, fuck, this movie's gonna blow a hard dick. And true to form, this movie did not blow any hard dick, except for in a good way.
So one kind.
So I'm gonna, you know, I know, I understand the rating scale that we're working on. We'll get to it later, but I'm right now gonna give it one dick way up.
The funny thing is I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
By the way,
not a
Sandra
movie.
Bullock, if you want to be on the show, you can
Or being
contact
part
us
of a human
at 50randyquains@gmail.com. Or Lunchy, Spade, how'd you guys feel coming into it?
Honestly, I knew this was going to be a good movie when I found out that she was actually in it. I didn't even know about the movie, honestly.
So this man's got faith.
Yeah, when I saw that Melissa McCarthy was in this movie, I had some low expectations. Then, after watching it, she was pretty funny, but Jason Statham was definitely comedy gold in this.
He was my favorite part of this
So good.
movie. I wrote down Jason Statham was gold. Every line was great.
Why is it? Like, what is it about Melissa McCarthy that, like, every movie that we, like, oh, it's Melissa McCarthy, and every dude is like, eh. And then you see it, it's like, fuck, that movie was awesome.
I don't know.
Because, like, I don't know any dude that's like, oh, yeah, I'm a huge Melissa McCarthy mark. Yeah, except for her husband. I'm sure he's a huge mark.
Hold on,
You want any-
it's parallel to the
anything-
character of the movie. They underestimated that bitch. They were like, listen, you're just going to be a handler in the basement
Right.
where there are fucking flying rats.
Flying
Right?
mice.
That is my favorite joke of the whole thing. When they
Moosey
open that up
British
and it's like,
chicks.
Oh my god,
those rats can fly.
These rats can fly. Alright. But it turns out this bitch has always been a badass agent. So here we are watching this movie and like, fuck this Melissa McCarthy bitch. Well, not Box was on it. Box knows what's good, apparently. I don't know. What about your expectation? You haven't gotten everyone yet.
Oh, I thought it was going to suck horribly.
Right.
But you can ask Chuck here. When he said we're watching this movie, I was even like, oh, alright.
It's true.
He drink a lot.
Yeah, I was pretty sure I was going to hate it.
Why is that?
I know my answer to this.
Well,
It
here's the thing,
actually has nothing to do with Melissa McCarthy for me. I saw that Jason Statham was in it. And we've done a Jason Statham movie recently. I said it then, I'll say it again now. I kind of feel like Jason Statham plays the same damn character in every movie.
Oh, he's
And-
Jason Statham.
But in this
Yeah.
one, he was like fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And he wasn't funny in like any other Jason
he's
Statham
always
movie I've
Here's,
seen.
here's the thing. It's
character.
because he was just out of his normal context.
Yeah.
And he played one thing. The angry guy who swears and says he can fucking do anything at all. Ingest 179 different poisons in underground
poison
compound.
ingesting
Poison ingesting
crime ring.
Yeah.
Okay, he can tear off his own arm. He can fucking sew it back on with the other arm. What else? What else did he do? What was on his list?
Where'd you get that suit?
He made
I made it, Inouye.
I fucking made it.
I
and,
fucking made it, Inouye.
spot on.
So he was in one gear, to reference, I guess, Furious movie, and it was fucking the last gear he could get his ass into.
He really
Yeah.
showed me in this movie that he can do more than one thing, and I'd like to see more of it.
My gut feeling, that's probably more true to life. Like Jason Statham, he works out, right? Like if you fuck with him,
Next movie.
he will probably give you a real
Romantic
dirty
Dude,
look
I can
and
take
scare you.
Jason Statham.
Exactly. Jason Statham is probably closer in real life to who he was in this movie. He's probably fucking cut shit talker, fucking life of the party, center of attention, funny fucking guy.
Looks just like Mark Ruffalo.
Look, when he decides to grow that stash out, he's getting the Mark Ruffalo pussy. Like, like Mark Ruffalo starving for pussy. You
So
motherfucker.
no, wait. So is Mark Ruffalo? Is the pussy that Mark Ruffalo's getting on like a different level altogether than Jason Statham?
It's
different
different,
branding,
but not
man.
better. It's just a different brand.
Look,
It's a
look,
different brand.
hey, you need a burger real quick, you go to McDonald's or Burger King. Some motherfuckers say one, most motherfuckers say the other. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is right there. It's the same level, the same quality. It's just a difference of you like charbroiled or you like it off the fucking off the flat top.
I'm all about that charbroiled pussy, man.
Exactly. and that's why Tater Ricardo's a Burger King man. Get it straight and pay the price.
Yep.
So what threw me off, I didn't initially know that this movie was rated R. And so I kind of came into it thinking it was PG-13,
I just
right?
found this out right now, and I would have expected the same going into it.
True, dude. Yeah, now that you mention, of course, it's a rated R movie.
Well,
They just
yeah.
fuck a
I mean,
lot.
I expected, okay, this is going to be a PG-13
We saw a
movie.
dick, man. It was definitely rated.
Oh, it was we saw the same dick from two angles.
Yeah, if you watch this movie, spoiler alert, you're going to see some fucking cock.
That's a nice cock too.
Everything you said was perfect. I agree with everything.
Jay Biggs, by the way, Jay Biggs is going to love this movie.
Because there's cock in it?
He can scream, pause, and do all the gandering he pleases. But where was I going with this? Oh yes. So I didn't.
Totally derailed on a good-looking cock.
Alright, so I in my head am thinking PG-13.
Sounds like an Ozzy Osbourne song.
Going off the rails on a good-looking cock.
Alright, so I came into this movie expecting it to be PG-13. And then, out of nowhere, someone says, "Did you just write Thunder Cunt on this?" And then, immediately after that, Jason Statham says, "What are you, some sort of fucking twat?" And then the other guy says, "Twat means vagina."
In our language, twat means vagina.
And then we start hearing all the fuck bombs coming out of Melissa McCarthy's
Yeah.
mouth later. Well, what were some of your guys' favorite scenes?
not to continue to harp on Jason Statham being awesome, but when he's in the hotel room motel scumbag Fleabag play, and he sits down and he's listing off the things he's capable of doing that human beings are not capable of doing. That's probably
Like
the scene.
ingesting 179 poisons.
Hands down, the best scene in the whole.
My
movie.
second though is just because I have a fucking soft spot for knife fights. Was the knife fight in the fucking kitchen?
That
It
was awesome, too.
shot well. I like the overhead shot they did in a lot of fight scenes where you're
Yeah.
directly on top of it and then they come back down to the
That's
action.
worth it. That scene was worth a lot of quakes.
But on the knife fight, when she tried to stab her in the fucking heart and she had the pot over on top of her head and she had the pot
So
over, it was
good.
just really well done.
So good.
That knife fight was awesome. I even wrote that down. I
yeah.
wrote Mother Butler knife fight because she says Mother Butler during the knife fight.
Yes, she did.
Really, all the fucking like car chases and fight scenes were done well, and there was some brutal shit in there.
And it was a really well constructed with a lot of intermixing of comedy and action.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I really like the pacing. Like, they didn't let you go too long without something funny, but they let the space in between jokes long enough so that they hit every time.
And with the action, they also had drama as well, like with her struggle to fucking prove herself to all these people who were
Yeah.
giving her ridiculous aliases.
Here's what I didn't like about this movie: not a single fucking montage.
I was expecting
True.
one towards the beginning, at the very least, somehow like her getting ready to go out to be an agent, but they just took it. You're right there.
No montage.
Well, kind of.
No, they had a little bit.
There's
of
that
one
quick
when-
YouTube scene.
Yeah,
well,
the
that-
YouTube
that-
scene.
I was thinking about putting that up on YouTube.
Oh yeah, when she went ape
That was
shit.
more just like here's a glimpse into what she's capable of, so you can believe that she can do this. More than it was a montage.
I felt like we were forced to believe, though, that this was so critical and time constricting on that it had to be done immediately, so there's not
That's
really
true.
enough time
To do a montage
to where a montage would make sense.
Yeah.
without it being obviously like
Just a
sarcastic and
montage.
ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't fit the tone of the movie, I guess.
Yeah.
No, it was a good spoof. Like, it was a good spoof without being too
It
self-aware.
didn't really feel like a spoof. Is the
Right,
thing. It was just a
exactly.
spy movie that had a more comedic twist
Right.
to it.
Like, we're spoofing, but this isn't a spoof.
I don't even feel like it was a spoof. I just feel like it was a better spy movie because it wasn't just here's the spy stuff. It gave you a really healthy mix of comedy, which is what I feel like a spy movie or action movies a lot of the times fail to deliver.
Yeah.
But what
Because-
about like? Oh, sorry. But what the fuck is it? Naked Gun.
Well, yeah, but
That's
those
a
are
direct
spoof.
That's a
That's a
spoof
direct
spoof.
spoof.
But yeah.
That knows it's a spoof.
They-
It tries to spoof.
This is why this isn't a spoof, because you'll usually get that gadget fucking goof in
Yeah.
a spoof that's so just over the top. And this, they made
Exploding
it...
condoms.
Right, and this was kind of ridiculous in the fact that it was part of... What did she have? What was the band that
Stool-
was on the watch? It was Stool Softener.
The Beaches Watch.
The Beaches Watch.
Stool softener, poison antidote, fucking hemorrhoid wipes for fucking
The
chloroform.
fungal spray.
The fungal spray for the mace and the security system.
And they had them
freeze.
come up, but it felt organic. They didn't feel like a cheap gag or a
Yeah.
ploy. It
And
was
like,
just
and,
kind of
like,
there.
and I love too that like she's just like, what did I make you mad? What did I do to you? And it's just like, oh no, because really like it fit the fucking like cover they gave her too. Like, you're the fucking worst. Your life sucks a hard dick. Here, yeah, you need stool softener. You have hemorrhoids. You have toe fungus. Beaches is your favorite movie, and you have the fucking watch of it. Like, too good, dude. It's fucking too good.
I think I lost it when she said, "How much do I like beaches?" And she says, "He's like, well, you have to watch." So I say a lot. And I just fucking lost it, man. I'm fucking like crying over here,
So good.
trying not to disturb everyone around me.
My favorite fucking scene was in
So-
the airplane, man, when she like fully grabbed things by the nuts, and she went from spoiler alert. She told Morena that she was the fucking hired bodyguard and just went straight badass. Like, I mean, I said it at the time in the film too. I fuck fat chicks. Wouldn't have fucked her up to that point. Totally would have fucked that fat chick after that point, man.
Which
She was-
is that's the point of the feminist message that they're trying to send in this movie.
It's true,
Hey,
goddammit.
If you act like a badass, men will want to fuck you, and
It's
that's
true.
the important thing.
No, just I mean, it's like don't talk
That's
about
the
it.
important
Don't talk
thing.
about
That's
it.
the
Be
real
about
thing.
it. And like she fucking was all about that shit. And it was like, fuck, dude, do not fuck with Melissa McCarthy in real life, in Bridesmaids, in fucking The Heat, and especially in whatever this movie was called. Spy. Spy. It was called Spy. Don't fuck with her,
She
man.
could probably fucking actually kick ass now.
Oh, I bet she'd
With
do
all
some
that
training.
training and shit?
Yeah.
I thought the Jason Statham intro in that conference room was pretty funny with the face-off machine. And then Gabe getting killed was pretty enjoyable for me because I fucking
Purple
hate
tie?
Gabe. Yeah.
The man in the purple tie.
Yeah, there was a lot of gore in this flick.
Yeah, there's a lot more
A lot of
brutal than I
red
expected.
mist.
And that death was good too when he fell on the fucking rebar and then she puked on him.
Oh, God. That was so good.
Drops the knife.
fell right
Like-
into him.
I just love the movie in general. Anything that I didn't like about this movie, I didn't see any GoPro with Jason Statham, which is a full-on normal.
So you didn't like the fact that you didn't see it?
You wanted
Yeah.
Most of the time you hate it.
Because it's just fucking funny, and now it's supposed to be funny, and there wasn't there.
Spade, anything you didn't like about this movie?
Not particularly. I think it was well done. There wasn't anything that popped out that I was like, I don't like that. I thought it was funny how the bar at the beginning was called Bar.
I didn't see that.
No, me either. Here's one thing I don't like, and it's got nothing to do with the movie, once again, but it's something I wrote down and I don't know what the fuck it means, so I'm hoping you guys might be able to help.
Oh, I know.
Meatball Milk Blind.
Yeah, that's her porn name.
No, Meatball Martin Luther King Boulevard.
There
I
it
just
is.
read what I wrote down wrong.
The whole time I was ready for like Melissa McCarthy is fat. Like visual gag, something stupid. They barely even scraped it because every one of her movies, there's like one joke that's like, oh, she's fat.
I thought the whole movie had all that in it.
No. The whole movie was like, oh, she's
was
dumb.
subtle. It
the
was
whole movie
really
is like
subtle.
she's dumpy, and that's the thing. Her character's dumpy and like not and not confident and doesn't have her shit together, whatever. But like the only time that it was even scraped it was like when the hot bitch in the jumpsuit, knife fight jumpsuit.
Sexy dolphin suit.
No, that's
Scrubs.
Mother.
Oh, no, this is the other
that was
bitch.
Mother Butler.
Scrubs.
That was Mother Butler.
You're talking
chick.
about Scrubs.
Scrubs.
Yeah, when she jumped over all the fucking car roofs, and I was like, oh come on, and then she like runs around them. But like that was the only time there was even like
That's actually what I was just gonna bring up because there was that, but also when she was chasing the dude that she pukes on,
She was freaky.
she was like going really noticeably slow.
Hold on, you guys didn't notice like the joke where the chick walked behind her and Melissa McCarthy's working, like telling the spy what to do, and one of her coworkers walks by and says,
Oh, she loves
"You can have a piece of cake. It's carrot."
What about those guys who
They just
drove by?
subtly put it in there, but
oh,
it's in there.
but
Who
then
drove
again,
by
I mean,
in
she
the
was
car.
like, she
But
was
then they
she
also
was
showed her
intentionally-
come out like looking good,
Right,
and
she
they're
was
all like,
intentionally
"Oh
dumpy.
yeah,
She had
how
the
you
fucking-
doing?"
She was Des Moines at that point. She was straight up Des Moines, fucking cat shirt.
I think she was from Pennsylvania.
What about the whole
Oh.
fact that like she could do all this crazy shit, like because it's written so you don't expect that because
Right.
she's fat.
Yeah, but I mean, I think they had established the character enough at that point that they could be like, oh yeah, she's fat, but she's also not the youngest thing. She's too shy. What did she say? What are her mother's lines? Quiet women often make history, or so.
Yeah.
Well-behaved women often make history, and but give up on your dream. What was her name in the movie? Susan, right?
Yeah.
Give up on your dream, Susan.
Yeah.
She used to write that in my
wrote that in her
lunchbox.
lunchbox, like that would be an awful child.
Right, so like shit
give
like
up
that.
on your
So it's like
dreams.
okay, yeah, she's fat, but that's not even the point, man. Really, she's beaten. She's quiet. She's mousy. She's afraid of the world. She's shy. Whatever. She just happens to be fat on top of it. But like, all right, whatever. Like that wasn't. It was like the whole time I was like, okay, when are they gonna? Where's the fat gag? Where's the fat
Cupcake
person?
There
gag?
wasn't any blatant
Cupcake necklace. Kind of like, oh, you're into cakes.
Because it also came back at the end too, so they kept on kind of putting it in your face.
yeah, but it also
Yeah, that was the closest.
It
to
also
a gag,
saved her
that's
ass.
It did, but it was a key part of the movie.
And
but
it's
at the
the
same
second
part,
time they mentioned that she would like cake, and she's always like, "Oh,
no, and they also mentioned that she was killing it and making the cake. Because she made the cake that one
That those
time,
fucking
yeah.
bats shit on,
there were
and
bat
there's
droppings.
There's bat drop. It turned out to be
meaning to tell
guano
Yeah.
as the sprinkles.
It has mouse shit all over it.
Can we talk about her moosey friend?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
the
fucking
one that
fucking
I
hysterical.
like. I don't know. I don't know what to explain. How?
She's a moosey
Let him
British one. She's a British linebacker. And notice I said she, because it's a woman, and she's 6'4", and her shoulders are probably 36 inches wide.
She was like a beast.
But like, dude, like that actress killed it. She was hilarious.
Oh yeah, she was.
Like
really
when
funny.
she
It was funny
shot the
because
sniper
every time she came up, it was like a BBC episode of something. I'm all like, oh fuck yeah, I'm watching like the IT crowd or something. Like fuck yeah.
Yeah, but didn't Tater bring up while we were watching it, why are half the people speaking British and half the people speaking English?
I kind of figured it out at the end though.
What is it?
Well, they're working. They're not in the United States. It's a CIA working
Right.
in Europe.
Right,
So
with
they're working
Interpol
with the local
and
people.
M16 or MI6.
Yeah. So, yeah, I figured that out later because the only reason I knew they weren't in America, honestly, well, they did go to Paris at one point, but before that was pretty much because they said something about getting the bomb to America and having it in New York.
Yeah,
and, like,
but no, but when it started, Melissa McCarthy was based in Langley at the CIA headquarters, and that fucking moosey British chick, whatever her name was, Amber Valentine or whatever, was there with her.
That would be her
alias, her porn star name.
Yeah.
She was there with her.
That was her spy name.
In Langley.
And it became her spy.
That became both of their spy name.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But she was in Langley with her, so maybe it's an exchange program? Like, hey, MI6.
Hey, give us a couple spies, we'll give you a couple spies.
Exactly, dude. Like MI6, CIA, fucking like intercollegiate exchange program.
And that Italian Aldo.
Oh man,
Or
that Italian
MI6
Aldo.
agent. What was his name?
Albert.
Albert. I think you
Albert
just said
something.
Albert.
That was like, who is he really? Can we
No,
talk about
yeah.
Albert for a minute?
Yeah,
Aldo.
like, who was that? Because
Aldo. I'm gonna go with Aldo.
I'm gonna go with Aldo too.
Killer driver. Let's be real. Killer driver. Suave motherfucker.
Wow.
Hard dick for the ladies.
Of all shapes and sizes, personalities, looks. Any woman, if you've got a vagina, Aldo wants to lick it, touch it.
she fucks Jason Statham.
What? That's the twist. There's your M Night Shyamalan.
There is your M. Night Shyamalan.
We pronounce it M. Night Shyamalan and Ding Dong around here.
And now we're gonna rate the movie Spy on a 1 to 50 Randy Quaid's grading scale. IMDb gave this movie a 7.2 out of 10, or 36 Randy Quaids. Johnny Spade, what do you give this movie?
I'm gonna give this movie 33 Randy Quaid. Well, I thought it was a well-paced and balanced movie. It had some good action, some good comedy. There was blood in it, murder. So I enjoyed it pretty thoroughly.
Lunchbox.
Probably a 40.
JT Money.
All right, I'm gonna go with 39. Randy Quaid's was actually entertaining and good at the same time, which I was surprised by.
Fitz Carlton.
I'm gonna call it 45 Quaids. I'm giving her 45 Quaids. That's right, a 90%.
Taylor.
36 Randy Quaids.
I'm gonna give this movie 45 Randy Quaids.
You can like us on Facebook, tweet us at 50randyquaids, or email us at 50randyquaids@gmail.com. Check out the new website, 50randyquaids.com. Next time on 50 Randy Quaids, the crew watches The Green Inferno, and we find out what Tater Ricardo really likes. Until next time, we watch movies so you don't have to. Peace out.
50 Randy Quaid was recorded at Jane Jug Studios, hosted by Chuck Banner, produced by Chuck Banner and Tater Ricardo. Featured music is by Fox River Fallout.